Okay, all of you, good morning. Today topic is Faraday's laws of electrolysis, chemical equivalent and electrochemical equivalent. The relation between the quantity of electricity passing through an electrolyte and the amount of substance produced at the electrode was studied by Michael Faraday. The results were expressed in the form of two laws known as Faraday's laws of electrolysis. Faraday's first law, it is defined as the mass of the substance liberated or dissolved or deposited at an electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passing through the electrolyte. This is expressed mathematically W directly proportional Q or W equal to EQ, where W equal to mass of the element liberated at electrode, small e equal to electrochemical equivalent, Q equal to quantity of electricity in coulombs, but Q equal to C in Ct. So equation 1 may be written as W equal to ECT, C equal to current strength in amperes, T equal to time in seconds. Chemical equivalent and electrochemical equivalent. Electrochemical equivalent, that means ECE, the mass of a substance deposited or liberated or dissolved at an electrode by passing 1 coulomb of electricity is called electrochemical equivalent. From Faraday first law, W equal to EQ or small e equal to W by Ct or small e equal to W by Ct. If C equal to 1 ampere, T equal to 1 second, that is 1 coulombs of electricity is passed through the electrolyte, then E equal to W. The units of ECE, electrochemical equivalent, is grams coulombs or gram amperes minus 1 or seconds is minus 1. Faraday's second law, it is defined as if the same quantity of electricity is passed through different electrolyte, the mass of different elements deposited or liberated at the electrodes are proportional to their chemical equivalent. W directly proportional E or W by E equal to constant or W1 by E1 equal to W2 by E2 or W1 by W2 equal to E1 by E2. W1 weight or mass of first element, E2 chemical equivalent of first element, W1 weight or mass of second element, E2 chemical equivalent of second element. In this equations, small e equal to electrochemical equivalent, capital E equal to chemical equivalent of element. Explanation of second law. If q coulombs of electricity are passing through three electrolytic cells connected in series containing aqueous solutions of copper sulfate, AgNO3 and H2SO4 as electrolytes, the masses of copper, silver, and hydrogen produced at the cathode in three cells are in the ratio of their chemical equivalents. W copper and W of silver and W of hydrogen. W weight of copper equal to 31.75, equivalent weight of copper equal to 31.75, equivalent weight of silver 108, equivalent weight of hydrogen 1. Chemical equivalent. The mass or weight of substances deposited or liberated or dissolved at an electrode by the passage of 1 Faraday of electricity during the electrolysis is called chemical equivalent. Chemical equivalent of an element or ion is calculated by the following equation. Chemical equivalent of an element or ion equal to atomic weight divided by valency of element or ion. Chemical equivalent or equivalent weight of some important elements. Number 1, sodium, atomic weight 23, its valency is 1, equivalent weight 23 by 1 equal to 23. Magnesium 24, atomic weight 24, valency 2, 24 by 2 equal to 12. Aluminium, atomic weight 27, valency 3, equivalent weight 27 by 3 equal to 9. Hydrogen, atomic weight 1, valency 1, 1 by 1 equal to 1. Oxygen, atomic weight 16, valency 2, 16 by 2 equal to 8. Copper, atomic weight 63.5, valency 2, 63.5 divided by 2 equal to 31.75. Zinc 65.4, valency 2, 65.4 divided by 2 equal to 32.7. Silver, atomic weight 108 divided by 1, 108 divided by 1 equal to 108. Ferrous, atomic weight 56, valency 2, 56 divided by 2 equal to 28. Ferric 56, valency 3, 56 divided by 3 equal to 18.66. Chlorine 35.5, valency 1, 35.5 divided by 1 equal to 35.5. Calcium, atomic weight is 40, valency 2, 40 divided by 2 equal to 20. In this table, the atomic weights and different valencies, the equivalent weight obtained is atomic weight divided by 1, 2 or 3, the equivalent weights obtained. Then next, Faraday. Faraday is the quantity of electric current carried by 1 mole of electrons, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 electrons. 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 into 1.602 into 10 to the power of 19 coulombs, that is equal to 96,500 coulombs. E equal to charge of electron. 1 coulomb equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 divided by 96,500 electrons. 6.24 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. Relation between chemical equivalent and electrochemical equivalent. 1 Faraday equal to 96,500 coulombs of electricity produces E gram of element. 1 coulomb of electricity produces E by F grams of element. Small e equal to E by F. By substituting E value in Faraday's first law equation, W equal to ECT by F or W equal to EQ by F. Then next topic is galvanic cell or voltaic cell. Definition: a cell in which electricity generated due to spontaneous oxidation reduction reactions is called galvanic cell or voltaic cell. In galvanic cells, chemical energy is converted into electrical energy, hence these are called electrochemical cell. Construction of galvanic cell or voltaic cell. A galvanic cell consists of two half cells. They are electrically connected to each other. In first half cell, zinc rod dipped in aqueous solution of zinc sulfate that contain zinc ions is used as first half cell. This is called zinc electrode. It is anode half cell. The other half cell used is copper rod dipped in a aqueous solution of copper sulfate, copper ions. This is called copper electrode. It is cathode half cell. The solutions are linked through a salt bridge. The salt bridge is U-shaped tube containing an electrolytic solution of potassium chloride, ammonium nitrate dissolved in gelatin gel. It permits the flow of ions through it but prevents the physical mixing of the two solutions of the half cells. In the diagram, the galvanic cell contain two half cells. First half cell containing zinc sulfate solution. In this cell dipped in zinc electrode, it acts as anode. This sign is negative. And second half cell containing copper sulfate solution dipped in copper electrode. The copper electrode acts as cathode. It contains positive sign. Then next, these two cells are connected salt bridge. The salt bridge filled with potassium chloride solution and ammonium nitrate and gelatin gel, and zinc electrode, copper electrode connected with copper wire and interconnected with voltmeter. The voltmeter measure how much electricity generate in galvanic cell. In this first half cell, the reaction oxidation, and second half cell reduction. Oxidation means losing of electrons and reduction means gaining of electrons. Function or working of the galvanic cell. Whenever zinc and copper plates are connected with a copper wire through a voltmeter, an oxidation takes place in the zinc half cell and reduction takes place in the copper half cell. Hence, current passes in the circuit. Zinc tends to lose electrons more reality than copper. Therefore, zinc undergoes oxidation. Hence, zinc electrode is anode. It is indicated with negative sign. In this equation, zinc gives rise to Zn plus 2 electrons oxidation at anode oxidation reaction occurring. Electrons flows from the zinc rod through the external circuit to the copper rod. The copper ions, copper plus 2 present in the solution, gain these electrons and are deposited as copper metal, that is reduction takes place at copper electrode, so it is cathode. It is indicated with positive sign. Copper plus 2 plus gaining of 2 electrons copper at cathode, reduction reaction occurring. The voltmeter measures the potential difference between the two electrodes, which is called electromotive force of the cell. The salt bridge prevents the accumulation of charges of the electrodes and help to proceed the reactions spontaneously. A galvanic cell is constructed by using any two metal or non-metal or one metal and one non-metal electrodes. Then more reactive metal act as cathode. This anode and cathode take as based on electrochemical series. The metal which is occupy the higher position in electrochemical series, that metal is more reactive, it act as anode, and another metal act as cathode. The metal which is occupy the lower position in electrochemical series, that act as anode. Role of salt bridge. The salt bridge is U-shaped tube containing an electrolyte solution of potassium chloride or ammonium nitrate dissolved in gelatin gel. Role of salt bridge. The salt bridge is a U-shaped tube filled with gelatin gel prepared from solution of potassium chloride or ammonium nitrate. In the galvanic cell, the two solutions are linked through a salt bridge. The electrons released by zinc atoms can flow to copper rod through external circuit. These electrons reduce some of the copper plus 2 ions from the solution. When it happens for some time, the copper sulfate solution gets negative charge due to the reduction of copper plus 2 ions. In the meantime, zinc sulfate solution becomes positive due to the formation of Zn plus 2 ions form the zinc rod. This accumulation of charges in the two solutions prevents further flow of electrons. Hence, the reaction in the cell are stopped if a salt bridge is not used. The salt bridge, if used, provides flow of ions towards the oppositely charged electrodes. The negative ions move from the copper sulfate to the zinc rod. The positive ions move in the reverse direction, hence, the charges are neutralized at the electrodes. So, the electricity generates continuously. Thus, salt bridge prevents the accumulation of charges. Okay, today discussed about Faraday's first law and second law, electrochemical equivalent and chemical equivalent. In this Faraday first law and second law are very important. The question: state and explain Faraday first law and second law. Define chemical equivalent, electrochemical equivalent, and Faraday. Then next question: relation between chemical equivalent and electrochemical equivalent. Next question: what is galvanic cell? How is constructed? In this galvanic cell, the chemical energy is converted to electrical energy. In this cell, the spontaneous generation of electricity, because it is called electrochemical cell. Then next, write the role of salt bridge. Next, differences between electrolytic cell and galvanic cell. Electrolytic cell and galvanic cell. A cell in which chemical takes place by the passage of electricity is called electrolytic cell. A cell in which electricity is generated due to the chemical reactions is called galvanic cell. Second one, it requires a source of external energy. Galvanic cell, it is a source of energy. Third one, in this cell, anode has positive sign and cathode has negative sign. In this cell, anode has a negative sign and cathode has positive sign. Electric current flows from anode to cathode. Electric current flows from cathode to anode. Flow of electrons takes place from cathode to anode. Flow of electrons takes place from anode to cathode. A salt bridge is not required. A salt bridge required in galvanic cell. These six differences between electrolytic cell and galvanic cell. In electrolytic cell, electrical energy is converted to chemical energy. In galvanic cell, chemical energy is converted to electrical energy. In electrolytic cell, mustn't use source of external energy, but galvanic cell, it generates electrical energy. In electrolytic cell, anode is positive and cathode is negative, but in galvanic cell is reverse, anode is negative and cathode is positive. Electric current in electrolytic cell flowing from anode to cathode, and in galvanic cell cathode to anode. flow of electrons in electrolytic cell, cathode to anode, flow of electrons in galvanic cell, anode to cathode. Electrolytic cell containing one half cell because salt bridge is not required. In galvanic cell, compulsory salt bridge are required. Then next, electrode potential. The tendency of an electrode to lose or gain electrons when it is in contact with its own ions in solution is called electrode potential. An electrode half cell contains metal, electronic conductor, and aqueous solution of metal ions, electrolytic conductor. At the surface of separation of two phase, potential difference exists which known as electrode potential. The tendency of an electrode to lose electrons is called oxidation potential, and the tendency to gain electrons is called reduction potential. A general electrode reaction, the forward reaction is oxidation, and potential concerned to the reaction is oxidation potential. The backward reaction is reduction, and the potential concerned to this reaction is reduction potential. The oxidation potential is equal to the reduction potential in magnitude but opposite in sign of the electrode potential. Standard electrode potential. The potential of an electrode depends on the concentration of electrolyte, temperature, valency, nature of electrode. Thus, for comparison, the potential of the electrode is standardized by keeping the concentration of electrolyte at 1 mole and pressure of the gas at 1 atmosphere. Definition of standard electrode potential. The potential of electrode at 25 degrees centigrade with 1 molar concentration of electrolyte is called standard electrode potential. That means E naught. As per IUPAC, International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry Convention, the reaction occurring at electrode is represented as reduction reaction. Hence, the standard electrode potentials are referred to as standard reduction potentials also. But very often, the word reduction is omitted. The electrode reaction should be written as Zn plus 2 and Zn, Zn plus 2 electrons gives rise to Zn. Non-metal electrode. An electrode or half cell is also constructed by using a non-metal. A non-metal in contact with a solution containing its own ions act as electrode. As non-metals are non-conductors, a metal such as platinum is used for electric contact. Example, platinum H2 1 atmosphere oblique H plus 1 molar hydrogen electrode. Platinum oxygen 1 atmosphere oblique OH minus 1 molar oxygen electrode. Platinum Cl2 1 atmosphere oblique Cl minus 1 molar concentration chlorine electrode. Standard hydrogen electrode SHE or normal hydrogen electrode NHE. It contains 1 molar HCl in a vessel in which platinum plate is partially dipped, act as a conductor. Hydrogen gas at 1 atmosphere pressure bubbled into the solution at 25 degrees centigrade. The potential of normal hydrogen electrode is arbitrarily taken as 0. This electrode is represented as platinum hydrogen 1 atmosphere oblique H plus. Measurement of standard electrode potential. It is not possible to determine experimentally the potential of a single electrode. We can only measure the potential difference between two electrodes potentiometrically. In order to determine the electrode potentials, normal hydrogen electrode is taken as primary reference electrode. The electrode is coupled with a standard hydrogen electrode through a salt bridge. The voltmeter reading directly gives the standard electrode potential of that electrode. Since the potential of standard hydrogen electrode is 0. Sign of electrode potential. According to modern convention of IUPAC, the electrode potential is given a positive sign if electrode reaction is reduction when connected to the standard hydrogen electrode. A negative sign is given if electrode reaction is oxidation when connected to standard hydrogen electrode. In this topic, the important questions: write the role of salt bridge and write any 5 or 6 differences between electrolytic cell and galvanic cell. Define electrode potential, oxidation potential, reduction potential. Then next, standard electrode potential. Then standard hydrogen electrode or normal hydrogen electrode, this is called SHE or NHE.